Founder Friday, and we're on tip number 2 of our 5 tips to skills-based hiring. As a reminder, you can download our 5 tips to skills-based hiring from our website at talentsascend.com or use the QR code behind me and get to that resource. Each one of our tips comes with an additional resource, like we talked about last week, and the Deloitte study. And this week, we're talking about a Forbes article. So please look at each one of those resources. Great information in there. And as a recap from last week, tip number 1 is intent to change. We talked about really being intentional about looking at skills and the model of a skills-based process. It's much easier in a small business, but it must come from the top down, as we talked about. And for us here at Talents Ascend, we specialize in working with businesses with less than 300 employees, and we're here to help you successfully manage a skills-based model. Tip number 2, find a champion or champions within your organization who have influence and can remove roadblocks that will ultimately happen when you're trying to make a change. The additional resource under tip number 2 on our page is a Forbes article titled 8 Reasons Why Skills-Based Hiring Can Impact Department Workflow. Again, each one of those resources is great, but this one in particular has 8 reasons. And if you look at each one of those reasons, you can find great nuggets of information for your business. But early in the article, it states a skills-based hiring process expands a company's recruiting stage to land the right person for the position. Now, who has time to waste in any business, but particularly in a small business when you run lean and each person needs to wear multiple hats? You need to land the right person with the right skills for your company. And you need to find the champions within the organization to remove the roadblocks preventing a skills-based model. Roadblocks around diversity or non-traditional learning paths, transferable skills from other industries. People who are open to looking for skills rather than cookie cutter employees. Because in a small business, when you need people who are wearing multiple hats and good at several things, not just one job or one task, like we talked about last week, if you're only looking for people who have chopped down a tree in the past and not looking for the people who have the skills, what happens when all the trees are chopped down and you're in an open field full of productivity issues and turnover? So, a skills-based hiring process needs champions. Recognize them and value their change management skills so that you can get everybody on board to reap the rewards. All right, next week, tip number 3, and this one will likely be one of the hardest to implement because it's an entirely different way to look at your business. We'll see you then.